Good morning and welcome to this video. Sit back and relax for 15 minutes and enjoy this slow look at nature. The light this particular morning was so amazing as I stood there to film this, but it was cold. I wanted the sun to hurry up to come above the horizon. But then I realized something. It goes at its own pace and will not hurry up for me or for anyone else. So sit there in the warm and enjoy the light that I saw. I realized that all nature is like this. It operates at its own pace, which to a man is often very slow. Take this grey squirrel, for example. It's contented. It's eating at its own pace. It's only the intervention of man that will force it to stop. When man is not there, it reverts back to a more leisurely way of life. Here it is again, just sitting there, enjoying his breakfast. I'm going to eat it at my pace, he says, not yours. Grey squirrels are not native to the UK. In fact, were introduced from North America. They are enemies of our native red squirrel, being aggressive towards them and carrying the squirrel pox virus, which the red squirrel is vulnerable to. I've seen the grey squirrel in North America. along with the fox squirrel, which is a more robust squirrel and has a browner fur on the underbelly. I'm glad to see that in Europe, the grey squirrel is being treated as an unwanted citizen. These grey squirrels really are untidy eaters. They carefully take the skin off of the acorn, but then eating the inside, they drop it all over the place. This is a male pheasant, which is one of several that have absconded from the local estate. But if you notice, left by itself, it once again settles down to a slow way of life. Our attitude has been, oh, it's only a pheasant. But look at its colours. Colour-wise, it rivals many birds. Of course, if you disturb a pheasant, it will fly away. Sometimes it will sit down flat to the ground, hoping that you won't see it, and then as you get closer, it will fly up with a lot of noise. Other times, it will walk slowly away from you, just keeping an eye on you, pretending that you're not really there, but we're leaving. This is a male roe deer of about 3 years old. I call him Mr. Monkey Horn because he has one antler which comes out at a different angle. He's had that for the last 2 years. If you notice, looking at him now, you see that his antlers are starting to grow again. He's very quiet, same with all the deer that I see. It's only the intervention of man into their lives which makes them run around and run away. Otherwise they're just contented and quiet, like he is now, enjoying the sunshine. There are 4 types of deer in Great Britain. These are roe deer, which are found predominantly everywhere. The other one, which is appearing now as a muntjac deer, which is much smaller, that tends to be very secretive, and you don't see too much of that at all. The others are fallow deer, which tend to be, well, I know them to be in Sussex, and red deer, of course, are found predominantly in Scotland. Here he is with his wife, or his girlfriend, or whatever you like to call it. But you notice they're preening each other, dealing with the bits that they can't reach themselves. Is there anything hurried about that? Not at all. They're just going at their own slow pace. Oh look, there's a magpie. Birds are often regarded as active creatures. But look at these wood pigeons. They're active and flying away at the first sound of trouble. But left to themselves, they just walk around looking for food. The only hurrying they do is, I will find it before you do. Wood pigeons are distinguishable from stock doves by the white collar upon their neck. If you notice as you watch these, they're looking for acorns, which they swallow completely whole. One minute they're there, and then at the sound of a jay's alarm call, they're gone. This is a green woodpecker. If you notice, it's keeping its eye on me, but it doesn't see me as a threat, so therefore it just carries on eating, looking for grubs and things like that in the ground. The green woodpecker is one of 3 woodpeckers in England. It's the largest one, and it behaves different to the other 2 because the green woodpecker will feed off of the ground, as you see it doing here. What it does in the summer is it looks for ants' nests and eats all the grubs. The fact that I've learned about nature is that you cannot hurry a sunrise. You can't hurry a sunset. You can't get an instant flower on a plant or instant fruit on a tree. It has to grow. Everything operates at its own pace, and for us to appreciate it, we have to slow down to be able to take in its beauty.